Welcome to Story Time with Katina. Today's story is The Magic Porridge Pot. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived with her mum. They were very poor and they were very hungry because they didn't have much money to buy food. The little girl went off into the woods to play. It was a friendly woods. She was so hungry though, she started to cry. An old woman came up to her. "Why are you crying, my child?" she asked. "'Cause I'm so hungry," said the girl. "You won't be hungry anymore. Have this." And she handed her a little cooking pot. The old woman said, "When you are hungry, just say, 'Cook, little pot, cook,' and it will make porridge for you. When you want it to stop, you just say, 'Stop, little pot, stop.'" The little girl was so hungry, she wanted some porridge straight away, so she said, "Cook, little pot, cook." And the pot started cooking. The porridge was so good that the little girl tasted little bits while it was cooking. Then she said, "Stop, little pot, stop, please." And the pot stopped cooking. She ate all that porridge up. It really was delicious. She was so excited she ran home to tell her mum. "Mum, our worries are all over. So long as we love porridge forever, we've got lovely food forever." Whenever they were hungry from then on, they just said to the pot, "Cook, little pot, cook." The porridge was always delicious. One day the little girl went out for a walk. While she was out, her mum felt a bit hungry, so she said, "Cook, little pot, cook." The pot began to cook some porridge. The mother began to eat it. It was good porridge, but it was so good that while she was eating it, she forgot to keep an eye on the pot. It started overflowing. It covered the table, and as it started to drip down, then the mum realised. "Oh my God, what have I done?" said the mother. "Stop it, innit, eh?" she said to the pot, but it didn't stop. They weren't the right words. The porridge by now was flowing all over the floor. "I said stop, you stupid thing," said the mum. Still didn't stop. It was out of the house by now and down their garden path. "Ah, man, I said stop." Still didn't stop. It made more and more porridge. After a while, it made so much porridge, it was all up the street. People were coming out of their houses to see what was going on as the porridge was going into their houses. People were saying really rude words at the pot to try and get it to stop, but nothing worked. The people thought that soon the whole world would be filled with porridge. But just as the porridge was reaching the last house in the street, the little girl came back from her walk. At first she couldn't work out what was going on, all this sticky stuff everywhere. It was very creamy. "Please stop the little pot from cooking any more porridge," cried the mother. The little girl, looking baffled at how stupid her mother was, just said, "Stop, little pot, stop." And it stopped cooking. At last. Everyone lived kind of happily ever after, but in a street filled with porridge, and if anyone visited, they had to eat their way through porridge first. Now, if it was a story about cake, I'd be quite happy. A cake town, a street of cakes. Yeah, sounds good to me. The end.